Hi everyone! Happy Monday! It's time for your Archeia Guidance Angel Cards weekly reading. My name is Kelly Flanagan and I'm author of Archeia Guidance, Inspirations from the Feminine Aspects of the Archangels. And my very talented partner, the very amazing artist, Courtney Nutter, she and I were guided to create a deck of angel cards for you. And you can get your very own deck of angel cards on our website, which is archeaguidance.com. We have a link for you in the comment section on Facebook, and it's in the bio on Instagram. And you can find out more about the Archeiai, who are the female archangels. Most people know them in their masculine form, but they also have a feminine side known as the Archeiai. They're here helping us right now, so go find out more about them on our website. There's Jan. Hi, Jan. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I've missed you so much. Thank you for being here today. And there's Gail. Hi, Gail. Great to see you too. Merry Christmas to both of you. And happy New Year. It's right around the corner. Can't believe it. The year has gone by so fast. So what I like to do for your weekly reading is I shuffle the cards until I'm guided to stop. And then I will pull 3 cards for the week. One for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end. It's all done through the law of attraction, the power of intention. So there are no mistakes. It's all divinely guided. And after the weekly reading, I will start a new live stream, a new stream. And we will pull cards at our angel party. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But first, we'll do the weekly reading and see what messages that Archeia have for us this week. And we have Annunciata, Archeia Annunciata. She came in last week too. I don't know if this was the same message as last week. It might have been connect with each other. But this one is to lift each other up. And sometimes people go through a hard time this time of year. Actually, we went out for dinner last night, and one of the people that we were sitting next to was crying, and she was having a really hard time. And for some people, it's a day to celebrate, celebrate family. It's a day of traditions. And for her, you know, she didn't have family, and she lost her family recently, and she was really struggling. So, you know, I didn't know her. I just, you know, saw her crying and knew that she was struggling, and she came over to us, and I was able to, and she kind of explained a little bit. I didn't ask for details. I just knew that she was having a hard time, and I just hugged her. And like I said, she was struggling, and she was kind of making a spectacle of herself, but it was, you know, very understandable. And she didn't need you know, people telling her to stop and or to leave or whatever. She needed a hug. That's what she needed, was a hug. And so I was able to give her that hug, and to just tell her that I understood her pain. And you know, I didn't have to be her confidant or be her you know, step in for her, for what she lost. I just, let her know that I understood. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about being there for each other, not tearing each other down, not ridiculing each other. It's about helping each other through the tough times, the rough spots. It's easy to be a friend and easy to be, helpful to others when you're sharing good times and sharing good things. But when when we're in a place of struggle, a place of brokenness, that's where we need to come to each other and lift each other up. Lift each other up. We're not here to, break each other down. There were other people around that obviously felt like she needed to leave. And she probably did. It probably wasn't the best place for her to be on Christmas Day. But, she was there. And so, for whatever reason, she was there and needed to be there. And I felt like it was necessary to lift her up and give her that hug that she wasn't receiving from her family that day. So, Archeia Annunciata, the angel of hope. She's the angel of hope, and she helps us to connect with each other. And she says, when you speak your truth, you inspire others to do the same. Speaking your truth actually lifts others up and gives them the confidence they need to speak their truth. It is not easy and can be uncomfortable at times, but finding your voice to speak your truth will give others the courage and the support they need to speak their truth too. And, just being able to offer that hug to someone in a time of need, I really feel like I was put in that place yesterday to be able to do that for her. And, there have been other times too when I have been around people who are struggling, and being an empath, I feel that I pick up on that immediately, and just people knowing that that someone sees them, hears them, regardless of what it is that they're going through. That's everybody goes through stuff. That's that's not a unique situation. But just knowing that someone is there and can see them and can hear them and can offer that support, sometimes that's all they need. That's all they need. And sometimes, thank you, Jan, you give great hugs too. But sometimes that hug is all that's needed. You don't have to say anything. Just knowing that someone is there and sees you and hears you, that's all that's needed and necessary. And when we lift each other up, when we help each other through those tough times, that's what it's all about. That's why we're here. We're giving each other that support, that love, that kindness, cheering them on, helping them through. And sometimes we need that as well. You know, sometimes we need that hug from someone else. And we're all here to help each other. It's not about, you know, me always having to be there for someone else. Sometimes I need, you know, I'm the one that needs that hug. So, Jan, I'm grateful for your hugs too. Very, very important message. And then we have Archeia Mikaela coming in. She is the angel of faith, and she helps us to have faith in each other, have faith in humanity, have faith that God and the angels are with us, helping us, and asking for help. Make sure you ask for help, especially during this time of year. If you're struggling, if you have a hard time, if you're not feeling well, if you're if things aren't going the way that you had envisioned or how you want them to go, ask the angels for help. Ask them to come in and guide you. Ask for their love. Ask for their support. Of course, we can help each other through the tough times, but God and the angels are with us 24/7. So if I don't have, you know, a lifeline at the moment, if I don't have someone to talk to, you know, or on call, God and the angels are always on call, always, 24/7. All we have to do is ask. That is a prerequisite. They are bound by the law of free will, so we have to ask. But they are with us 24/7. So if we don't have someone available to us right in that moment when we are struggling or hurting, and I was actually doing that yesterday when the woman sitting next to us, you know, was struggling. I was saying, you know, prayers for her. She went into the bathroom and she was in there for a while, and I went in and checked on her, and I made sure that, you know, she was okay. And she said she was fine, and so I gave her that space. I gave her, you know, the space that she needed to pull herself together. I didn't intrude. I didn't, you know, try to, you know, get more information from her. I just let her be. And I asked, in that moment, I asked God and the angels to please be with her, to help her in her time of struggle. And sometimes that's all that's needed. Sometimes that's all that's necessary. I can't, you know, I may have messages for people, but if they're not in a place to hear them, or if it's not my place, you know, to give them those messages, I pray for God and the angels to help them hear the messages that they are supposed to hear, or to see, or to feel, or to know that people are supporting them, loving them, and leave that up to God and the angels to work out. And Archeia Mikaela is reminding us that not only are we here for each other, but God and the angels are here for us as well. She says, call on me to increase your faith in yourself, humanity, God, and the process of life itself. I am here to help you remember that you are surrounded and protected at all times. Just as the sun rises and sets, I am constant and unwavering in my devotion for you. You are safe and loved. 24/7. They're available 24/7. And actually, I was just reading something recently about instead of like planning your day around all of the stuff that you have to do, and this was actually a message that I had for someone a couple of weeks ago. Instead of planning your day, like having a schedule and okay, at 1 o'clock I have to do this, at 2 o'clock this, 3, instead of doing that, going by this rigid schedule and trying to fit prayers and meditations into that schedule, plan your day around God and the angels. And when you plan your day according to, okay, this is prayer time, this is meditation time, this is, when you put that as your priority and that as your schedule, when you ask God and the angels, okay, when is the best time to do this, or when you start getting away from being here in this physical world, and we do have to, we have appointments and we have, things that are a set time. I'm not saying that, you just throw the schedule out the window, but plan your schedule around God instead of trying to fit God into your schedule. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not saying it the way that I'm seeing it. When you make God and the angels the priority in your life, everything else just falls into place. It just falls into place. And you don't get so hung up on the schedule and getting everything planned it down to the minute, because you know that you're being guided by God and the angels. So Archeia Mikaela reminds us of that as well. And then we have Archeia Seraphina. She is the angel of charity, and she reminds us that we all belong here. You belong here. You're needed here. You're necessary. Your love and support and guidance that you give others is needed. The support, love, and guidance that you get from others, those people are needed. So we all belong here. We all have our part. We all play our part. We're all necessary. We're all essential. We're supposed to be here. We signed up for this. And, just like I said, I know yesterday when we went out for dinner, I knew that I was supposed to be there for that reason alone. Nothing else that I did that day, yesterday, not that it didn't matter, but I know that I was supposed to be there for that person yesterday. And it doesn't matter where you are or what you do. Your energy is needed. Your presence is needed. Your love is needed. You are needed. You are meant to be a part of this whole collective of people that we have, sharing love and joy and peace and happiness, all of those high vibrations. And sometimes we feel those lower vibrations too, and that's okay. And that's when, we ask for help. We ask for help from others in our life. We ask for help from God and the angels. And sometimes we are those ambassadors. Sometimes we are, angels on earth, where we are giving that love and support to others. So you belong here. You're needed here. It's necessary. And during this time, sometimes it's a difficult time for people. And your presence is needed. You are helping each other. Just your presence is helping others get through this time of year. So she says, you are worthy, you are enough. There is no need to prove yourself to anyone. As a child of God, you belong here just as everyone else does. Everyone is on the same spiritual journey, and just your presence makes the world a better place. God delights in your presence. And that's another thing too. It's not a competition, you know, it's not a competition. It's not about outdoing each other, going above and beyond. Sometimes just that hug is all that's needed, you know? It's not about, you know, I didn't have to sit there and be her counselor. It was, you know, my Christmas celebration too. And I was sorry that she was sad, and I knew that she needed a hug, but I didn't have to be in that sad place with her. Just offering that hug was enough. That was enough. That was enough. I didn't have to, you know, give my whole time that I was there. I didn't have to give that over to her because she was sad. I gave what was necessary, and then I was able to enjoy myself too. So it's not a competition. It's not about saying, oh, I had to save the day or whatever. It wasn't about that at all. It was about, I was able to give to her what she needed in that moment, but I was also able to enjoy my time and myself too. So Archeia Seraphina, the angel of charity, she reminds us that we don't have to prove ourselves. We don't have to go above and beyond, and we don't compare ourselves, you know, to each other. We don't compare. That steals away from the moment when you compare your lot in life with someone else's. When you compare your insides to someone else's outsides. So it's not necessary. You are able to have your experience fully, no matter what's going on around you. I hope that makes sense too. Such a great reading for this week. I'm so sorry that you know, some people struggle this time of year. It's always a happy time of year for me, and no matter what is going on around me, I always have happy memories. And even if you know, I don't have family here to celebrate with, I still enjoy this time of year and doing all the things that I have done, all the things that I do to create my own traditions, and that's what it's all about, and that's what the reading is about today as well. I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we will start our angel party. I'll do a new live stream for our angel party. But Archeia Annunciata, the angel of hope, reminds us to lift each other up. We're here helping each other through the good times and the bad times, the ups and the downs, the ins, the outs. We support each other. We love each other. We help each other. And we do what we can for each other. We don't have to do everything. We don't have to do everything, but we can do what we can for each other, to offer support. And sometimes that's just a word, sometimes it's just a hug, sometimes it's a prayer, but we do what we can to lift each other up. And Archeia Annunciata, the angel of hope, reminds us of that. And then Archeia Mikaela, the angel of faith. And it looks like we have a spammer here. Sorry about that. I'll have to go in and delete them and ban them from the page. But there's a spammer on our reading today. But Archeia Mikaela, the angel of faith, reminds us that God and the angels are always with us 24/7. So if we don't have, someone on speed dial, remember when we had speed dial? We don't have someone on speed dial to give us that love and support that we need. God and the angels are always there 24/7. They are with us. But we have to ask. We have to ask for their help. And asking is the prerequisite. It's a requirement because they are bound by the law of free will. So they can't come in and interfere, without us asking. And so if we're not able to phone a friend and get the help and support we need right in that moment, God and the angels are always there 24/7. She reminds us of that. And then Archeia Seraphina, the angel of charity, reminds us that we all belong here. You're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. You signed up for this. And, your purpose may, it doesn't always have to be a big, grandiose, purpose. Some people have big assignments here. Other people, their purpose is to, be at a restaurant to give a hug to someone who's struggling. And that in the eyes of God and the angels, that's a big assignment too. It doesn't have to be, something that's on the world stage. It can be being present and being available and being able to give someone a hug when they need it. So Archeia Seraphina, the angel of charity, reminds you that you belong here, even if it's for something like I'm saying something small like that, but I'm sure in that, and even to me, being able to be there for her and give her that hug was a huge gift to me for that day. Not only for her, but for me as well. And knowing that I could be there for that person in that moment. That was a huge gift for me. So Archeia Seraphina, the angel of charity, helps us to be there and love each other and to know that we belong here. Such a great reading. Thank you all so much for being here today. Be sure to share the Archeia love with all of your family and friends here on Facebook and on Instagram. Check out our website, archeiguidance.com. You can get your very own deck of angel cards. You can check out our angel shop. The angel cards make a great New Year's gift for yourself, where you can pull cards for yourself every day. So go check that out. You can book a personal reading with me if you would like more in-depth messages from the Archeiai. And also check out our Chakra Sirens energy healing cards. We also have a link up on our angel page. We have a link for the Chakra Sirens page as well. Follow us on social media. We have a Chakra Sirens group now on Facebook where we talk about the weekly energy report, and this week it is fun. The sacral chakra. I got no troubles because life is the bubbles under the sea. So when life gets too serious, and sometimes it's necessary for it to be serious, but we'll be talking this week about how we can have fun, create fun in our lives when life gets to be too serious. So focusing on our sacral chakra this week. So go check that out. Thank you all so much for being here today. Stay tuned. I'll be right back for our angel party, and I'll be pulling cards for you. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Bye.